What's up, guys? Nick Hilton here. We're at Woodward today and we're going to teach you guys how to air a quarter. Alright guys, so I'm going to start with a couple mistakes that people usually make when they're trying to air quarters. The first and biggest one, honestly, is not airing a big enough quarter. A lot of people try to learn airing a quarter on a small 4-foot quarter because they think it's going to be safer. It's so much harder. The bigger the quarter pipe and the more vert it has, or like the closer to vert it goes, the easier the quarter is to air. Me personally, I'm so much better at airing, really I'm best at airing the mega ramp quarter because it's 25 feet tall. But in the skate park, I'm best at airing the 9-foot quarter and then the 7-foot quarter, and anything smaller than that, I'm terrible at. Another mistake that I see people make is when they go to pop off the coping, they pop with both wheels at the same time, and their back wheel never even gets to hit the coping. When you're going fast at a quarter pipe, you want to compress at the bottom of the ramp and then extend your legs almost like you're doing a manual, and you want that back wheel to hit the coping because that's what's going to give you the pop, not to case on the quarter, because you don't want to case. And the more air pressure that's in your tires, the more you're going to pop off the coping. Trust me, like, do a test. Air a quarter with 40 PSI, and you'll feel how much the tires absorb the coping, and you almost feel like you're going to case every time. Add 20 to 30 more PSI into your tires, you're going to feel like you're going flat every time because you get that thunk, that hard bounce off the coping, which is what you want. So you want to be used to it. If you guys have access to a mini ramp or a bowl that has quarters that are about 5 to 6 feet tall, I would start there. Start just going back and forth and doing small airs, just getting to the top, just getting used to that pump. If you have a vert ramp, like a vert wall, if you practice pumping that and sticking to the wall, that's like the same feeling when you're airing a big quarter, because you get to the top and then you kind of bend your legs to the top and suck yourself into it. Like I said, if you can start in a bowl or a mini ramp and get used to just going back and forth, as you progress, you'll go faster, you'll end up going higher. But if you have a quarter to a bank, or like we have at Woodward, we have the quarter to extension, if you have something like that you can't case, it's good for getting comfortable going faster into the quarter pipe. Because, if you can go really fast into it, but then you've got this big bank, so you don't have coping to case. Now, I'm a goofy foot rider, so I technically air the wrong way, and there's nothing wrong with that except for the fact that it is harder to air goofy foot than it is the other way. As soon as I started learning to air both ways, which I recommend doing, the other way seemed so much easier. I think it has to do with when your bottom foot, when you're turning, like say your left foot forward, when you're turning to the right, all your weight is at the bottom of your right foot, and it's going to give you a lot of power in the pop. Whereas if you're left foot forward and you're airing to the left, when you start to air, all your weight is already tipping over and you don't have that explosive pop, which is why I think I probably like to air big, tall, steep quarters, because I don't have to pop on my own. You more push through on a steep quarter. So as you get better, you'll realize that going straighter up the quarter allows for a higher air and better pop, because one, you're using your speed to go up and not this way, but you're also giving your wheels that direct line onto the coping to get yourself popped. Because like I said, it's all in both of those tires hitting the coping, popping off, and landing. Now, remember that you're not popping and doing a 180, and I think that's what happens when people try to do front tire pops. They as soon as their front wheel gets to the coping, they go bink, and they try to hop in 180. It's not really like that. You're going up, and you're leaning back, and you're leaning, and you're looking down back towards the coping, and then ding, ding, both of those tires will pop off the coping, and then you kind of naturally just come in. And if you start the way I told you, where you start low and ride a vert wall, that's all gonna come naturally, and you're not gonna be thinking, oh, I need to 180 now. All right, guys, hopefully that helps you with some of the basics of airing a quarter. I'm not the best at it. There's a lot of people who are better than me, but I think I grasped the concept enough to teach it to you guys. Hopefully you like this video. Let me know any other basic skills you guys would like me to teach you, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll see you guys next time.